we need to quickly go back over expectations. Do I have all your attention? Everybody have the article?
Yes.
All right. So, this is Team Blackbirds.
Yes.
Reading group, weekly reading group. So, last year you already might have done a breach log like this, right? You're familiar with it?
Yeah.
All right. And do you do breach logs like this with Ms. Illy or anybody else?
No. You're the first one we're doing it with. So.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest.
Well, as you know, there's different kinds of breaches, right?
Yeah.
Steph, when you look on that breach log, you see up top there's like a key, right? For the different kinds of breaches. So every time someone breaches or has to interrupt the reading session for whatever reason, it could be just because you're not pacing together, right? Or maybe a vocabulary breach, right? You need to categorize it as best you can according to that key at the top. So, for example, if I stop, hey, hold on, I don't know what grievance means, right?
Is that a comprehension?
What kind of a breach would that be if it was just vocab?
Is that not a comprehension breach? Isn't it defining a word or something like that?
That's comprehension, right?
Yeah.
But if it's over something like an expectation, a norm we have in reading, like let's say someone isn't reading along with us.
SP.
What's that?
Social process.
Social process, exactly. On top of that, we want to also go with the idea of, Ms. Illy always says, no basic breaches, right?
Yeah.
What's a basic breach?
What's her name? Something that's obvious.
Something that's obvious, right?
Oh wow, they're talking about a church, and it says a church.
Yeah, we want this. This isn't just something we're doing for a grade. It's something that we're doing so that we can help each other understand something that we're reading, right? So.
Say that it was like an observation without a connection. So you just see something, you're like, oh, that's there, and then that's it.
Exactly. You want to add on to your thought with some kind of maybe an analysis of it or a connection. Oh wait, this reminds me of, right? And what will help us with that is our accountable talk type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to just add on to what Giselle said because this reminds me of something I did in Ms. Illy's class or something, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So Steph, are you going to be our recorder? All right. Let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, the one thing that's going to be new for you is that every week you have to hand in one of these by the end of the week. It's an extra ticket about your article. All right?
It's back and forth. You're killing me, Mr. Brodie.
I know, that's what I do. Wow. What?
I was in here on Friday, so I took that extra ticket.
Sure, why don't we worry about that after? All right? So I'm going to be cameraman. And
It's not fair you don't
Steph,
gotta read with us.
are you going to read for the group? Are you going to lead the group, Steph, since you're the breach recorder, or is someone else leading?
Somebody else is leaving because
I want to read the first paragraph.
you have to read it together.
Someone has to be the leader, like in unison.
Okay, I'll be the leader.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start from Oak Lawn Community High School.
Ladies,
Honestly, I'm not even like.
She's not there yet.
I listen. I just started typing.
Just Google
Oh, I
Oak
thought she
Lawn.
was done.
Part two.
I started typing.
No, don't do that. Just Google Oak Lawn Sandwich.
I'm already done.
Are you
I'm
serious?
almost done. I don't want to stop. I put a lot of effort into this. Yes.
Typing URLs is hard. I learned that from Miss Josie and Mr. Dion.
are we ready?
No.
Typing in URL. You didn't get it yet.
High school story.
At this point, if you all need to share tablets, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That's it.
Page not found. Never mind.
Just give me.
I'll just share with Amber.
She'll share with Amber. She can do it while we. We're gonna start from Oak Lawn Community High School. Scroll down so you see the big old. Okay. Scroll down more. All right. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oak Lawn Community High School Advanced Placement U.S. History students went back in time to the summer of 1692 in Salem, Massachusetts to bring some witches to trial and to bring history to life. But I like preach.
All right. You gotta still do knock on wood thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We're all reading at different paces.
Yeah. That. What is that called? What's that one? SP, right?
That's an SP.
Do you still have to say what kind of breach it is when you breach?
Say what?
Because before we have to be like breaching, be like, what type of breaches do we have to say? It's an SP.
That would be easy for me.
Why don't you do that to help Steph? Is that what Ms. Darby made you do?
No, but if she's gonna
Miss
do it,
Michelle
that would be
made us do
helpful.
that.
So she took it second.
All right.
All right. So she said, okay, SP breach. And then I was going to say that they said back in the summer of 1962. So they gave you information, basically. They told you that I'm going to slow down so you can write it down. They told you that the Salem witch trials occurred around the time of 1962 in Salem, Massachusetts. So I think it was that right? It was named Salem, Massachusetts. I think so.
I'm holding it till the end of the
What's the Brodie?
This gets worse if you don't just give it to me.
So I can't do that.
You give it a short.
Me or the dean?
No.
Me
No.
or the dean?
I'm making a connection basically. Because we were going to skip
give it
over
back
that,
at the
but
end
then
of
it
here.
says it makes connection to information.
Take it from me.
Just connection to what are you supposed to write? What kind is this? Drawn around decoding.
Yeah, it's decoding with the connection to it.
It's just to help you. It's like an addiction.
Salem
Taking
witch
it away.
trials
If it was in your pocket, I wouldn't have it
occurred
wrong.
around 1960. What is it? 1960 or 60?
I'm waiting till you tell me what you're connecting it to.
You just gotta write down what it is. Just like
Just write down
a
you had
summary of what I said.
information
Just
about.
write connection to 1692 Salem, Massachusetts witch trial.
Anyone else has
Okay.
a breach?
But okay, let me find this for you.
Do you have a breach, Amber?
No, I just don't.
Do you have a breach, Angela?
I did have it. I already said something.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have a? No, I don't have a breach. I'm good.
Okay, where are we gonna start? Everyone but? We're at but?
I think we should go back a sentence so we can fresh our memory.
That was the whole first.
Well, I was in the unison reading thing last year, and they said that in order to, if you want to restart a sentence, you should always go back a sentence so you know what you're talking about and like link the next sentence that you're gonna read.
We were in there. I love that. The unison reading leaders with the pizza.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. So I'm bringing you guys knowledge, but if you don't want to do it, it's okay. Oh, okay. I got my own.
Okay, she has her own. Okay.
We gotta read this whole.
Okay, are we
If you
ready?
want, you don't even have to read the whole thing. You could just like back up 6 words.
That's
Back.
not even long. Scroll down to the bottom.
That is also
Wait,
true.
go ahead.
Wait, where are you starting from?
We could just start from U.S. history students went back.
Alright, ready? We're gonna start by U.S. history students. Y'all want to?
The second line of the paragraph.
Giselle, are you okay?
You found
All
it?
right, U.S. history students. Okay, 3,
Ready?
2, 1.
U.S. history students went back in time to the summer of 1692 in Salem, Massachusetts to bring some witch trials.
To bring some witches,
It's all right. It's just
Bring
restart.
some witches to trial and to bring history to life. But unlike the real events from more than 300 years ago, nobody was put to death afterwards. Oh, I thought somebody was gonna preach.
Anybody? Can y'all get it together?
She thought somebody was gonna preach.
So
You
everybody
didn't know. I'm saying that like we're all reading like and then somebody would stop and everybody would keep going.
Right.
No, because like you know, like after a paragraph, some people be having breaches. So that's what
Right.
one of y'all was
I
gonna stop
wanna.
and have a breach.
Can I stop us too, since we're already stopped? Can anybody volunteer to summarize what we just read?
That's what I like doing.
Oh, can I go? Oh, that in 1692, like the Salem, Massachusetts, brought the witches to trial and to
Salem.
bring the Salem, Massachusetts, brought the witches to trial and to bring like
Killing
history
them.
back alive, basically.
They brought that high school students in
Yeah.
Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use for summary of first paragraph.
Okay. And nobody was put to death.
Afterward.
Afterward.
That seems important.
Yeah.
Unlike in the real deal, they didn't kill anyone. That's always good. I talked to you a little bit about the Salem witch trials when we were talking about Rhode Island and how one of the Puritans went down and founded his own colony because he didn't like what was happening. Maybe that was another group. I don't know.
I don't know, but I know
No,
what
you
you're talking
did
about.
talk about
I
that.
know what you're talking about.
I don't think you touched on the Salem thing.
Probably not the witch trials themselves, but about how the Puritans, I mean, as we remember, they left England because they wanted to purify,
Yeah.
right? But then when they got here, there was nobody to purify except themselves. So they started doing stuff like this.
Okay.
These people.
I just meant them as a group, the Puritans.
These people.
Anyway, so we're done?
We're starting with Patrick.
Question. How do you say this guy's last name?
That I know.
Can I see it?
The Philippos. The Philippos.
De Filippo?
The Philippos.
Amber, you speak Spanish, right? What do you think?
No, lie.
Give it a,
Yes,
let's
you
use
speak
it.
Spanish.
Amber, you're on this team. Someone on this team knows how to pronounce this. Why don't we see it?
Italian.
I know, but it's a Latin-based language. Let's try it.
The Philippos.
I think it's just the Filipino.
Yeah.
Di Filippo? All right, we agree that that's probably how it's pronounced.
I'm
It's
bad.
not his name. They're just saying that it's his history.